What's the matter?
Just hay fever.
What's the matter?
Just hay fever.
Yours is perfect because the big ones hurt. Or, that's something that a lot of women don't get, right? And I think it's hilarious. I do think this is a particular post that is hilarious. I'm going to tell women something right now, all right? I'm going to give y'all some real game. A man would rather be the bigger one that hurts a little bit and that he opens you up to enjoying it versus being the person who provides comfort that you can easily handle. Now, in the grand scheme of a relationship, if you're not sexually attracted enough to a man to get to the place where it opens up, that's different. But see, there's this process called breaking in, right? I've done it. Some other men have done it. I'm on the larger side, but I ain't on the huge side. But I am large. I'm blessed, right? And in my experience, how it works is this. A woman can deal with a man and he can be on the larger side, but a man would rather be the person who stretches you out in a place that's uncomfortable and then he works you up to being able to take it. Now, there are instances where a woman deals with a bigger guy and he don't know how to work it. He don't know what to do with it. He don't know how to properly arouse her. He don't know how to warm her up. He don't know how to break her in. But once a woman's been broken in, she become a size queen. So I'm going to say this to men and women. Both men and women need to be grateful for the bigger men who didn't know what they were doing and who didn't care enough to try. You need to be grateful, because once a woman gets to the place where she experiences some donkey dick that knows how to properly arouse her and break her in, and to the people who don't know what breaking in is, that's a term I use for it, but I doubt I'm the first person who said it. I highly doubt it, but I haven't heard anybody else say it. That's the process to where you get a woman very, very aroused. You get in there, and I'll say this is on a 9 level of sexual attraction. If you don't know the levels of sexual attraction, go to my video on Brody's scale of sexual attraction. But a woman will be dealing with a particular man. She'll be very aroused. She can't quite take the whole dick yet. But then she gets so aroused, gets so turned on by the excitement in the moment that start pressing on that cervix, start working on that cervix. Before you know it, she bleeds. It's like the second hymen. It's like the second virginity, right? And once a woman gets to that place, size is no longer an issue. I'm sure some women, they think about, well, there's some women who can take huge dicks and some women could take little dicks and enjoy it. But there's a difference, right? There's comfort versus excitement. There's comfort versus pleasure, right? There's comfort versus intensity. A man does not want to be what's comfortable to a woman. It works similar to programs, right? Like, when it comes to dealing with a woman, there's 2 ways of making a woman comfortable. Either she's so aroused by you, so enthralled by you, that you can stretch her in a way that she enjoys, that it's exciting, that's intense for her. And then there's making her comfortable because she feels like you're harmless. No man wants to feel harmless when it comes to his woman, unless he's a simp, right? Like, if you're dealing with a woman who's not sexually attracted to you on a certain level, then it's probably better for you to not be that big. Because in that particular instance, it's going to be easier for her to have sex with you on a consistent basis, right? But the truth is this. Size does matter. And if you're a man who knows how to turn a woman out, who knows how to turn a woman on, who knows how to break a woman in, who knows how to make a woman feel like a virgin again, once a woman experiences being stretched in a certain way to where the pain mixes with pleasure, ain't no going back. Now, women who ain't experienced that will say, no, it's good that it's comfortable. It's good. It's the perfect size. It fits me just right. And they'll think that that's a compliment. I remember one time I was dealing with this one woman and we had conversations about dick size before. But one time I just decided to ask her. It's like, what do you think average is? And she included something pretty close to my size within that range. And I was like, but we didn't have these conversations before. This is what actual average is. Now, she done seen a lot of porn in her lifetime. But what happened was this. Me and her, we stopped talking. And she seen a few dicks in that time. She was like, no, yours is big. Because I done seen some other dicks. And it was all black men. And none of them was as big as mine. She's like, no, what, yours is big. And then after she realized it was big, she had a lot of a better appreciation for what I had. See, when a woman feels like a man stretches her, when a woman feels like a man is big, when a woman feels like what she's experiencing is something intense or something outside of the norm, there's a different level of appreciation because you feel like what you're experiencing is something rare that not everybody else gets. And there's a certain pride that comes along with being able to enjoy something that would stretch other people. It's similar to women who like anal sex, or women who like deep throating, or women who like their cervix being hit, or women who like deep penetration, deep stimulation, who like getting stretched out. Until a woman's experienced that, she's not going to understand it, right? You kind of got to know to know. If you don't know, you don't know. So there's women out here who think that it's a compliment to tell a man that his dick is the perfect size because it's comfortable for her, right? Not realizing that that is not a compliment to a man. Now it can be a compliment. Like if a woman's experienced maybe smaller ones and then she's experiencing, it's like, well, that dick is perfect. It hits all the spots it needs to hit. Like it hits her G spot, hits her A spot. You know, if she likes, you know, she could have orgasm from cervical stimulation, hits her hits her cervix, hits her O spot. Then when a woman tells you it's perfect, but she also says that it's big, then it's perfect, you know? But if she just says it's perfect and she can't say that it's big, especially if she's had bigger, nah. Because you got to understand that a woman is going to think from a perspective of her social programming as well as her lustful desire. And when a woman's in a perspective of her social programming, where a woman's mindset is, as well as where her body is, they're going to reflect upon each other. All right? So you might see a woman who is in one group on Facebook in the comments, speaking from a perspective of her social programming, things that she doesn't like, things that she's not comfortable with, things that she doesn't enjoy. You can catch that same woman in a different group with a different culture and speak from a completely different perspective, right? Now she likes to get called a bitch. Now she likes to get choked. Now she likes a thumb in her ass. Now she likes to spit in her mouth, right? Now she likes all this freaky shit. She likes her hair pulled. She likes her ass smacked. She likes all this stuff, right? But if she's speaking to a man who she's not sexually attracted to, who doesn't create a lustful desire within her, then she's going to tone back a large level of what her sexual capacity is. And a man does not want to feel like he cannot and does not stretch his woman's capacity to feel like he pushes her. A man would rather be in a situation where a woman is hurt than if she's comfortable and barely feels it, right? Because a woman is emotional. A woman likes to have a full spectrum of experiences. If the experience that she has is that something is easy, then chances are it doesn't challenge her. And if it doesn't challenge her or stretch her, she may get bored or be too comfortable and not truly be affected by something. Now, there is a point in your sex game, right, where size does not matter as much, even with your dick size, you know, even with your game. You know, your game, your sex game, the mental aspect of things, it can go beyond the size of your penis. But there are levels to this shit. There are levels. At the beginner level, no. It definitely matters. At the intermediate level, it definitely matters. You have to be on a very high level for dick size not to matter as much. Right? And that level isn't just about what level you're on. That level is about a woman's level of attraction to you. So let me break it down. It's kind of like the 9-7 dichotomy, right? The 9-7 dichotomy. If a woman has a 7 level of sexual attraction to you, her desire for you is going to be based off of how comfortable you make her feel. At an 8 level, it's about how aggressive you are, how dominant you are. On a 9 level, she actively desires you. So pretty much however you bring it to her, she's going to be ready to take that because she actively desires you. And this is a big aspect of the 9-7 dichotomy, saying that a man's dick is perfect, right? On a 7 level, it may be perfect because it doesn't stretch her. On a 9 level, it's perfect because it's him, because it's his dick, because of what it makes her do. But on an 8 level, size definitely matters, and 8 level is the pure sexual attraction level. That's where it starts, at the pure sexual attraction level, which means that your dick is an equivalent exchange for her pussy. So if a dude is dating a woman, right, and he waits to have sex with her, or he isn't having sex with her right away and building sexual compatibility and establishing those things before emotions get involved, and she is cool with having sex with him just for the sake of having sex with him, right? If they don't establish that ahead of time, then when a woman says that the dick is perfect, he's not going to know whether or not that's her nice way of saying that he's small, or her nice way of saying that he's average. He's not going to know. So this is just some game for y'all. This is for the guys, for the ladies. This is some entertainment, right? 9/7 dichotomy. What it means and how a man feels when a woman says that his dick is perfect. Brody, I'm out.